That's What He Said with Cedric D. Sanders.
100% real, raw, and uncut. Deadass.
Hello, my name is Cedric, and along with my beautiful wife, Connie, we'll be hosting my brand new podcast, That's What I Said. I'm a retired Navy veteran that suffers from PTSD and anxiety, and we'll discuss how I cope with the mental illness through comedy and discussion. It's a podcast that will talk about everything, from cryptocurrency to comedy. If we're worrying about the dollar going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's still a dollar, guess what? The value of that means absolutely nothing. Cryptocurrency in itself is the future of money. From spirituality to cannabis. To have cannabis on the Schedule 1 list is bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's a seed that can be planted and it has healing properties in it, why the hell is it in Schedule 1? Last time I checked, cocaine don't have healing property in it. From interracial relationships, I don't have a problem with people talking about interracial relationships. People try to talk bad about my interracial relationship just to think that they can get under my skin. I mean, really, it don't bother me. I mean, let's not make, call a spade a spade. But if you have a problem with someone that's in love, it shouldn't matter the race of the person. It's mental illness in our community. The problem is people want to put labels on it. Everybody wants to put color on everything. And as soon as you put color on it, it gets treated differently. The money gets treated funny. Because if it's dealing with Asians, guess what? It's going to take a longer process unless those leaders step up and get into the president's face or U.S. leaders' face and say, this is a problem in our community. Not leaving one topic unturned. If you want to hear real, authentic conversation, interviews, and comedy, please take time to listen to That's What I Said, because I said what I said.
Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. Listen to That's What I Said, available on your favorite podcast platform.
Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with Cedric Sanders. Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filters. This broadcast starts now.
Adjust my chair. I did some moving around and I got more room, and I still feel like I gotta be up close. I don't understand. Anyway,
what's good, everybody? It's Tuesday.
What's good, everybody? It's Tuesday, of course. Back at it.
Another episode of That's What I Said.
Another episode of That's What I Said.
Streaming live right now on Spreaker.
Spreaker.com and video-wise, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Make sure you get your shares out there.
Join in on the convo.
Because tonight we
episode 140?
Tonight.
Tonight.
Let me verify to make sure. I believe.
Let me verify to make sure. I believe
the correct.
That would be the correct
analogy right now, or I should say fact.
Analogy right now, or I should say fact. That this would be episode 140.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
Right. That's crazy.
It really
Episodes
it really
in the track.
yeah.
In the track.
Yeah.
That is a.
That is a.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I don't
to
know.
think
It's
about,
it's
but
it's
at the
crazy
same
to
time,
think about, but at the same time, it's
It is. It is. I mean,
it is.
It is.
It is. I
Episode
mean,
140.
it is episode 140. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Yeah. I don't.
yeah,
I don't have a button. That
I don't
was
have a
prepared
button
for
that was
the
prepared
celebration
for
of festivities. You know. what
the
I'm saying?
celebration of festivities. You know what I'm saying?
Not like on purpose or anything.
Not like on purpose or anything.
There's fireworks and shit.
I mean, there's fireworks and shit.
That almost sounded like.
But that almost sounded like
So.
So what's that about tonight?
What we gonna talk about tonight?
Well.
What we gonna get into?
Aside from them
well,
crickets.
Yeah.
Aside from them
I
crickets.
didn't have it.
yeah. I mean, I didn't have anything. I mean, it's
Episode 140, y'all.
episode 140, y'all.
Episode 140.
It's
I'm
episode
definitely
140.
excited. It is a milestone.
I'm definitely
Something that,
excited. It is a
You
milestone.
know,
It's something
you
that
just keep being
you know
consistent
you
and
just keep
going, but
being consistent. And
Tonight's
keep
conversation
going,
ain't
but
about.
tonight's conversation ain't about
Else like that.
consistency
It's-
or anything else like that.
like, what's going on?
It's- Like what's going on?
really going on?
Like what's really going on?
Things is going on in the world today.
I
What's going
mean,
on in the world today?
I
you
mean,
got the Olympics starting
you
Friday.
got the Olympics starting Friday.
In
Yeah.
Paris, so that's
In Paris, so that's you know a
Yeah,
thing.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
SummerSlam. SummerSlam's this
SummerSlam. SummerSlam's this weekend.
SummerSlam is this weekend. Cody against
SummerSlam is this weekend. Cody
Solo.
against Solo.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But
Besides all that,
besides all that,
there's meat and potatoes to this conversation.
there's
that
meat
I
and
wanna
potatoes
have
to this
tonight.
conversation that I want to have tonight. But
It goes without speaking. Before we even
it goes without speaking. Before we even get into that, you know, we got to do our
BS.
you know,
you
BS before.
start a
You know, you
podcast
can't
and
just
go right into the topic.
start a podcast and just go right into the topic.
You gotta have fun with it.
You gotta have fun with it.
But
You gotta have fun with it. So
You gotta have fun with it. So
with that break, with
with that break, with that, our breakdown, or I should say, our segment of what we like to call, I guess you can say, current events or news. It's trending trash.
there's a lot.
There's been a lot going on. I mean,
There really has. There's been so much going on in the last.
The
last
President Biden dropped out of the race,
Yeah.
which I think was a good move on his part. However, now the focus is on who he endorsed, Vice President Kamala Harris, and of course, you know, people are starting to have their conversations,
Correct.
as they always have. And I always think it's a distraction anyway, but at the same time, you gotta listen to the tiptoes in the background. There's a conference that they're doing a Bitcoin conference, and former President Trump is going. He's gonna do a speech there, and now there's tiptoes in the distance saying that there have been inquiries about having Vice President Kamala Harris speak there as well. Why is this important? The little tiptoes and the blades of grass that you hear at night when you know there's nothing else going on, and then all of a sudden those tiptoes in the grass turn into someone stepping on a leaf. And now it's not so sneaky anymore.
Yeah.
So those crunches are starting to be they're starting to be elevated. And what I mean by that is financially, from a financial standpoint, gold and silver is starting to get leaned on more by different countries. A lot more countries are starting to buy gold and silver, and now the price is starting to go up. Bitcoin was down to like 54,000, and Germany sold all their Bitcoin. And now there's a tracker. I wish I had my thing online. I needed to show that. They have a tracker online now that that's tracking how much money they lost since they sold. Because now Bitcoin's at 67,000. It was at 280 million when I last saw.
Damn.
So all these things that people are saying are fake or just BS or whatever, they end up being a reality that people wish they would have paid attention to. And I've said this on podcasts before, and I'm not going to repeat myself. I will say this is something brand new. There's going to be some type of wealth transfer that's getting ready to happen when the crypto market goes up. And that wealth transfer is going to change how we all see social media. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. There's going to be a very, I think, big, well-known and well-to-do list of people that are going to be like, I told you so kind of thing, right? Then there's going to be some people that are going to double or triple or quadruple in size because of all of this that's getting ready to happen. And not to mention relationships that people have. What's good, Tara? The crazy thing about it is that some people will have this warped sense of reality going on, regardless of what you got going on in your life, whatever your struggle is, whatever you're down about, no matter what it is. Reality is always going to be right there, even when you don't want it to be. And like I said, I guarantee you, when this wealth transfer happens, you're going to see a lot of people that were talking about cryptocurrency or talking about precious metals. They're not going to be talking about it no more.
Right.
Because there's something that I learned, and I always try to share things with y'all, but I saw this thing and I'm gonna read it, but I always kind of remember to read it. It says, buy land in secret, build the house in secret, then do the housewarming party with publicity. Date in secret, propose in private, then marry in front of a crowd. Let your haters only see your reality, never your vision, or you will have division. In a game of chess, you don't speak, you just act. The only time that you ever speak when playing chess is to say checkmate. Life is like chess. Don't broadcast your intentions. Act quietly. Keep achieving your achievements or your checkmate. So I try to title my podcast in such a way that leaned on what I knew I was going to, conversate or talk about. But there's going to be a lot of privacy going on, meaning a lot of people are not going to be sharing a lot of shit on Facebook, except for, bam, here you are. For those that hate me and for those that want to congratulate me, here you go. And it's not like people always want to sit there, oh, he's flossing, or he's this, or he's doing this, or she's flossing, and no.
Right.
People don't always have to show off their accomplishment. It was good. Erica Lewis in the building. You don't always have to show off your accomplishments or show off your best achievements or whatever. When people buy houses, they want to share it on social media, not to gloat or anything. It's just like, celebrate with me, do my achievement kind of thing, you know. And
Right, I reached a goal in my life.
and guess what? Most people, when you bought houses back in the day, before social media, you didn't have that. It's like you wanted to call.
All your friends and stuff showing up.
Well, no, how do they know where you live at? You had to call them
Right.
and tell them, oh, I need you to come by my house. Your house? Yeah, I just bought a house. I just bought a brand new house. Girl, what you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. They come over your house, and it's like, now they don't come over your house.
Yeah. Or they ask you, when's the housewarming? Or can I get you something?
Some will ask that. Let's be real. Some will ask that. Some will like, when's the housewarming? When is, what is a good conversation to have when you go and try to break the ice, but you don't want to sound like you're antagonistic or whatever like that, because of the fact you don't want to always feel like you're showing off your achievements more than you having a conversation.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are okay with the conversation and lead into that, and then other people avoid it. And I'm okay with that too. Because now I know what type of person you are and what conversations I need to not have around you. Because jealousy is one thing, envy is another.
And those two cannot be in the same
And
situation.
hating is like a jealousy and envy sandwich.
Yeah. Two things that don't need to be gone together at all.
Right. So I think it's a I appreciate that. I think sometimes we overlook or try to understand how someone is going to feel a certain way about your achievements, and that's why a lot of people are private. Relationships, where they live, what they do when they're not working, or if they have their own business, it's just that business, and they only put that business out there. And sometimes people put their business on social media to get more business, yet
Because it's a marketing technique.
well, it's that we know that, but that's not the conversation. I'm not gonna have that conversation, and I'm gonna tell you why. I refuse to be that person when there's other things that I've been giving and nobody wants to bite. Well, I mean, you get onesie twosies. Let's say that.
Not saying a room of
25 people is not a lot of people. Not saying that at all. All I'm saying is you only want to give people a little bit. You don't want to give them everything. You give them everything at the best time when they're ready for that. And to have a conversation about
how you're setting up
your marketing with your business, that's a altogether different conversation that people are okay with having.
Their attention span is not.
But a lot of them, their attention span is not. It's not going to catch that.
People's attention span right now is.
All right, I got $100. What can I put it in so I can watch it grow? Or what's the fastest way that I can put $100 into something that's going to grow?
I ain't going to tell a lot of people.
I ain't gonna tell a lot of people over and over again
what they should
put their money in. Because I don't provide financial advice. This is not financial advice, nor is it providing some type of leverage into gaining up and up when it comes to dealing with rather the stock market or cryptocurrency or precious metals. What I'm providing is actual education and fundamentals to where you can place yourself in position to gain benefits off of these. What do we want to call it?
We can call it the stock market.
We can call it the stock market, but we know what other people call it.
It's the wealth system from the white man.
It's the wealth system when it's really the wealth system of the unknown person.
Because there's several black people that are successful.
In the stock market.
So we got to stop.
Choosing
to have people
to have people
be over,
when it comes to, I guess, over the top when it comes to
have more information and
wanting to have more information and wanting to learn and wanting to be exposed to the things that
when there's a wealth transfer and a lot of people
when there's a wealth transfer and a lot of people know about this wealth and they're privy to it and now they're reaping the rewards of it because of the gains that they're getting. And
we was doing podcasts.
We was doing podcasts. 4 or 5 months ago when I was talking about cryptocurrency, and I was like, when this Bitcoin ETF, gets approved and it starts trading, it's gonna take some time, but it's gonna eventually go up.
Ethereum
today,
just went live.
Ethereum ETF just went live, and it already surpassed $1 billion in volume.
Just today.
$1 billion in volume just today.
Oh my god!
It opened today.
That's crazy.
So some of the popular
financial
places that was
companies or financial places that was
the ETF was
that had Fidelity. The ETF was BlackRock,
these are the
Fidelity.
big name, places that have it.
These are the big name places that have it, and they're trading it.
With your
you can go with your Robinhood app or wherever you get your stocks and look up those different kind of funds. I think BlackRock's was called I Ced
Trust, and
Ethereum Trust,
was
and then
Ethereum
Fidelity's was an Ethereum fund.
So
EFT.
All you gotta do is search EFT.
All you gotta do is search
Ethereum EFT.
Ethereum EFT if you want to purchase one. But
that's going to change the market too. But a lot of things.
That's going to change the market too. But a lot of things. A lot of the reason why the market is volatile and doing it topsy-turvy kind of things right now is just because of inflation and people scared to invest.
People are
tired of investing into a 401k and it's not what they promised.
That's because somebody got a hold of it.
That's because somebody got a hold of it.
Somebody got a hold of it.
Somebody got a hold of it. And when they got a hold of it,
they get their money.
What did they do?
They gonna get their taxes.
They get their money.
Absolutely.
They gonna get their taxes.
Absolutely.
So
it's good to have something that
it's good to have something that grows. And that you can, and I talk about this all the time, you can dollar cost average into.
Dollar cost average is basically the same.
And dollar cost average is basically the same amount that you basically have budgeted out that will always go into whatever your investment is.
Whether it's cryptocurrency,
whether it's a stock, whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's precious metals, whatever that money amount is, that's something you maintain every month.
You say you got $200.
So you say you